Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be explaining the different types of business letters and the layout of a business letter. The different types of business letters include sales letter. These sales letters are actually used to capture the interest of the reader and help the reader to take a decision. The next comes the order letters, where these order letters are letters which contains details of a particular order. Next type is a complaint letters. But in this complaint letters, we have to avoid negative words and use a tactful professional tone in drafting such letters. Next comes the adjustment letters. These adjustment letters are normally sent in response to a claim or a complaint. Next is the enquiry letters. These enquiry letters are used to gather information or ask a question regarding a matter which an individual wants to know. Next is the follow-up letters. These follow-up letters are the ones which are sent after an initial communication. Next is the letter of recommendation, where a previous employer or a professor gives a feedback or an opinion on the job seeker. And these letters of recommendation are mainly used while switching a job or applying for a university abroad or for any other research fellowships. Next comes the acknowledgement letter. These acknowledgement letters simply acts as a receipts, like if a transaction is done in terms of any type, this acknowledgement letter helps us in having a receipt of that transaction. Next comes the cover letters. These cover letters are actually used to accompany a package or a report. Then next comes the letter of resignation. This is a formal communication method to an employer to leave a job, and also this letter can contain the reasons for the resignation. Now let's look at the format of a business letter. Primarily, in writing a business letter, we should emphasize on using the you attitude the most rather than the I attitude. The you attitude helps the reader in engaging more with the information provided in the letter, and also it shows that the reader is taken into consideration while writing the letter. And this you attitude helps in pursuing the reader. Now let's see a few layouts of business letter. This is one of the few formats of a business letter, where at the top there will be the sender's address, and then next, if we have any reference, we will be stating the reference, and then is the date of the letter, and then next comes the recipient's name and address. This address is the most important thing, as we want this business letter to be addressed and sent to that particular recipient. And then next comes the subject, where we will be discussing the key points and sharing the information and the purpose of this letter. And then next comes the closing. Next this part, the signature part comes, which is very important in this format, as the signature proves the authenticity and genuinity of the letter, and then it is closed by providing our name. This is another type of business letter where at the start the sender's address will be given so that the reader knows that who is the sender, and then next comes the date, which could be used for further transactions or a type of a receipt, and the next comes the receiver's address and the salutation, like we have to address him or her with the proper designation and salutation. Then next the body, which gives the outline of the letter and the purpose of the letter, and then next comes the closing, next the signature, which proves the authenticity and genuinity of the letter, and then next if we are enclosing any copies or any documents, then we will be stating that these are the different documents which are being enclosed with this letter. Now, so these are the topics for this video. I hope it is clear, and in the next video we will be covering points to be kept in mind while drafting a business letter and the key elements of a business letter, of a standard business letter. Until then, take care. Goodbye.